try to do it at a high level, no matter who's out on the floor. And I have, so something we have to figure out.
Tom on the left side behind Dave.
Tom Withers, AP. Sorry, Ron, they asked me to stand up for this. 10 years ago, you began your finals run against a team that was in the midst of a dynasty. Now you're up against a team that looks like it's built to last. Does that change the challenge? Does that fuel you? How do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, I think it's just part of my calling to go against teams that's in the midst of a dynasty. And, this has been the best team in our league the last 3 years. They won a championship, and last year it was the greatest regular season team we had played. It was probably one of the best postseason teams that everybody has ever seen as well. We were just able to overcome that, and they're playing like one of the best teams once again. So, like I said, there's been times throughout my career where I've just played teams that was just in the midst of something that can last for a long time, and obviously this team is built, to be able to do that with the talent that they have. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, you never know what's going to happen, but as it stands right now, they look pretty good as far as the future.
I know you don't like to look too far down the road, but as well as you're playing and as good as you're feeling, have you kind of recalibrated how long you want to stay around?
I don't know. I mean, I feel good. I actually feel better. I don't feel good right now, but I feel pretty good where my game is right now. But I don't know. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it, how long I want to stay around. I definitely want to compete. I want to compete for championships every year, and so we'll see what happens.
2 more questions. We'll go to the back on the left side.
Mo Hamilton, Basketball Insiders. LeBron, obviously, you're no stranger to criticism, right? There are some people that feel that with 50 seconds left in the game, you guys up 2. They'd like to see you kind of force more in those moments to try to score that basket yourself as opposed to dishing it away. I'm just curious to know what your message to those critics would be.
I don't know if you've been here for the last couple of years or heard me talk. I don't even really care. I had 101 drives last night. I didn't have 101, but you get the gist of it. Sorry, I didn't go for 102. So, but at the end of the day, I don't really get it. What is a critic? It doesn't matter. One of my favorite quotes when I really stopped caring about what people say is Theodore Roosevelt, "The man in the arena." So if you can read that, you'll see where I'm at right now in my life. It doesn't matter to me.
If you could have the play over again, would you still make that same pass?
If I could have the play over again, I would come off a 3-screen situation. Draymond would switch on me with 5 fouls. I would get him leaning. I would drive left. I would see KD step up. I would see Steph Curry drop on Kevin, and I would see Kyle Korver in the corner to one of the greatest 3-point shooters in this league history, and give him an opportunity in the short corner. I would do the same exact thing.
Final question to Ken on the left side midway.
Ken Berger with The Athletic. LeBron, to your earlier point about KD, when you changed teams and went to Miami, it was a different time. In order to get a player of your caliber or Kevin's caliber, you had to pretty much clear the decks and start over. Now you have a situation where a team is able to be a championship team already and add a player of Kevin's caliber. Is that good or bad for the league, in your opinion? And for a guy who pours his heart and soul into this, is it fair?
I mean, it's part of the rules. I mean, the difference between my situation is, the best thing with Golden State situation is a lot of their guys are drafted. They drafted a lot of their guys. They drafted 3 of their best players were already drafted, so they're able to hold on to them because they own their bird rights, if everybody knows the CBA, so they're able to keep Steph, Clay, and Draymond, and able to go out and sign someone else, like they did this past summer by just getting rid of a couple pieces in Harrison Barnes and not re-signing Barbosa and Bogut and guys from last year's team. So allowed them to go do that. In my case, going to Miami, we had to clear a lot of space because they didn't have anybody as far as, you know, guys that they wanted to keep as far as bird rights besides UD and D Wade. You know, they had the opportunity to go get two of us, and they did that in me and Bosch, and then we was able to finagle a way to get Mike Miller because some of us took pay cuts, and got some other guys. You know, we had Rio because he was drafted, but it was a different situation, totally different. But is it fair? I don't care. I mean, I think it's great. I mean, it's great for our league. I mean, right now, look at our TV ratings. Look at the money our league is pouring in. I mean, guys are loving the game. Our fans love the game. I mean, who am I to say if it's fair or not? I mean, no matter who am I going against, if I'm going against, you know, 4 Hall of Famers, like I said before the series started with Draymond, Clay, Steph, and KD, or if I'm going against 2 or whatever the case may be, I'm always excited to play the game, and I'm not one to judge or say if it's fair or not if guys are adding, you know, players to their team. So, I mean, that's what you want to do. I mean, is it fair that the New York Yankees in the 90s was adding piece after piece after piece after piece? I mean, if you have the opportunity to do that, is it fair that the Cowboys added Deion Sanders? I mean, listen, I mean, it happens. It's sports. You know, you could have an opportunity to sign one of the best players, and you can do it. Go ahead and do it. Why not? If I become an owner, I'm trying to sign everybody. Appreciate it.